Skits. Welcome on back to Total War Warhammer 3 in part 20 of our Wurzzag to Great Grain Profit campaign. In today's episode, we have a challenge of epic proportions. Settra the Imperishable has come on up to attack Wurzzag himself. I could choose to flee. However, if we do so, I think Settra will still be able to catch us and then just hunt this army down to solo. So what we're going to do is we're going to stick in, we're going to fight. I think if we are lucky enough, we can call the retreat with Fred's squad, pull back into the settlement itself, and leave Wurzzag and his boys outside to be slaughtered. We'll see what we can do. Pyrrhic Victory says, or the auto result says we would have a Pyrrhic Victory. It would just take out most of our front line and all of our ROR units, as well as one of the WA forces. We are going to see if we can do a bit better. This may be one of those cases where auto resolve is actually giving us a better go of things than we will actually do ourselves, or worse. We'll see. Let's dive on in and throw up some bonies. Alright then. It's not going to show us where Settra's forces are, and our own are coming in, or at least the main bulk is coming in from over here. That's about worst case scenario, isn't it? Okay, then what we're going to want to do then... Is there any trees we can pull back into? We could push forward into this little copse of trees. It's just at that point we would be being blasted in on by Settra's artillery. This will be where we push forward with Red Squad when they show up. We will want Wurzzag up front. I'm going to have Drillas, Killas, the Savage Boys, and then the others. We're going to pull them all up on top of this hill when the battle gets going. That way there's small choke points for Settra's forces to be attacking from. Either from here or here. Either way, it's a very small attack avenue for them. And then we'll have the Moon Howlers hidden over here in this forest. We'll at least try. Anywhere else I can hide them that'd be not in the enemy's line of sight. These trees are far too small. Nowhere else to really hide them, which... Fair enough, that might be a little bit too powerful. Hide over here in the woods, and hopefully we can sneak around behind the enemy and take out those artillery teams while their speedy boys run on over towards us. Throw some night goblins in behind. Get all of our infantry together. And then Wurzzag up front. Not else to do but to cower in fear. Let's get it going. Settra deploys wide. Are they going to go ahead and move towards us? It definitely looks like so. So let's pull the boys back. Good. Bring everyone else over here. We want the goblins. I don't mind having them up front as stop breaks for the enemy. And then our orc boys themselves behind. Make sure the... Yeah, they're trying to spread the field and make sure they scout all our forests out. So let's go ahead and pull the cavalry away from there, since we will absolutely not be able to get there in time. Start sending Wurzzag around to possibly go after... You know what? Let's just hold here in the middle. Settra does have some skills, or some spells rather, that is like a kind of a discount Spirit Leech. It's more for use against units, so it'll likely go down against the Moon Howlers if we're not careful. So pull them well away. Bring the cavalry squads around. We need to make sure we know just how far the enemy can fire. Reinforcements have arrived. Awesome. Put these guys up to 1. All 3 heroes are heading this way. Since Fred is actually flying around, I can start bringing him over a bit closer. We can try to sneak our shaman by. Let's have the spear boys moving in first, going after the screaming skull. Actually, no, we don't want them going after the catapults, do we? Set up over here. Savage orcs all around. Alright, here come the chariots. Grab the boar boys and try to do some damage. Luxef is nearby too, so we will want to keep that in mind. That's a nice initial hit. Go ahead and pull away and actually bring you back towards the crew. Alright, Squig Hoppers, let's go ahead and bring... We can force a fight between Settra and these two heroes here. We actually should be able to beat Settra. Sphinx is moving past. Go ahead and go through into the line. Abba's ready indeed. Get in there, boys. Drillers, killers, get in there after the Sphinx. You escape or not? It may not be a chance. Go ahead and smash into this unit here. Mortal Stalkers, actually, oh wow, that was a bad call. I figured Squig Hoppers might count as small units. They got absolutely annihilated. We got to keep them in though. Go for it where you can. Archers pull back a bit. A whole bunch of units that actually didn't get given orders. Bring them in now. Send them in. You boys need to flee quickly away from them. Starting to start doing the old wombo. Bring the Moon Howlers around, keep you guys in the back. I think we should have the Sphinx of Uksev at least. We're going to lose quite a few of our more elite troops, but that's entirely fine. Move in with you boys, start blasting some arrows. Chariots come through and hit these Screaming Skull Catapults. We'll just try to sneak these archers around. Actually, combo archers, come in here and start doing some damage where you can. Play over the top. Greg, you need steals. Pull away. We've got lots of units in here that are probably not going to escape. Including, but not limited to, Broncos bounces. Alright. Bring everyone to bear. Actually, that's the Sphinx. What am I talking about? Just bog them down with maximum amounts of units. Moon Howlers, come on out. Away from that nonsense. It's time to wah. Which, to the boys' credits, they're actually doing fairly well back here in the back. We've taken down both units of chariots, but we've lost our Squig Hoppas in the process. Bring you back over to crash in against... Moon Howlers got taken out by Tomb Guard. There we go. The Sphinx got dragged down the good old-fashioned way. With the Foot of Gork here, take down those Tomb Guard. And it looks like we've got them. We're going to lose a few of our auxiliaries. They're definitely trying to take down those RR units like they said. I will leave the regular old Orky boys to fight Settra. Everyone else can go after the others. Even my bad micro cannot stop us from winning. Alright, Fred, come on over and lend your aid against these savage boys here. Time for you to zoom back on over. We'll go for it. Here we go on all of these lads. Help them rip through the boards. Now you guys just stay over. We're gonna fly over the top initially. Weaken their attack, then smash on in. Chariots, you too. Yep, they're disintegrating. Settra as well. Poor lads. We lost quite a fair few, but not nearly as many as they thought. And Settra is dethroned. Oh, where'd he go? Look at him fall. He's fallen and he cannot get up. And a close victory? Nah, but we'll take that one. We did not lose a single unit, so they're all going to be coming back, including our WA forces. If you lose the captain of the WA, the entire WA goes away, no matter what. So you want to keep them alive, kind of at all costs. Then we will gain a good bit of treasury. If there's only 2 of Settra's forces left. For Settra. Let's go ahead and take the gold.
Welcome news.
Well, hello there, Purple Eyes. Very Earth shakes at the advance of our mighty legions. Always you turn the map sideways. Join his war against Bordello. Surely Bordello won't come ever after us, right? Friends with the crazy bonies. We do have a construction going in for the Exiles of Horn, and we have one built in Morgheim for them, so hopefully they can keep Morgheim safe. That way we can get some ornate lads, and love to get some Exalted Bloodletters in our Savage Orc Boy armies. That sounds fantastic. Although they might be able to outpace them. We do need to quickly get over here to take down the stone mine, otherwise Tala, Tree Man, is going to be getting some troops rather quickly. And the Skaven did move all the way past Matorka to hit Karak Angazar. There was nothing we could do. So the Skaven have themselves a new stronghold up here. It looks like they're being quite aggressive and winning most battles they're involved in. Being pressured probably by the Wood Elves, and that's about it. So hopefully Talzin continues to fight them and not us. Otherwise, I don't know if we're going to be able to deal with nukes and trees at the same time. Except for the Perishable, we get -3 control for the enemy province, as well as some extra charge bonus for both of them. Not so bad at all. Huglock the Orable is ready to probably get bonked on the head again. Wurzzag's got a plague, Doc Karaz has a plague. Skaven are just the worst. And Emmerich is still sieging Blackcrag. Alright, buddy, so here's what I'm going to do to you. You're going to warp on over in the underway. Nonsense is this. I know Wurzzag should be able to reach. What do y'all think Emmerich will leave? It looks like he's actually attritioning here. He would definitely not win. Emmerich himself is a problem, but the rest of his troops would get torn to shreds by our wall defenses. And his leopard print dragon. Oh, here comes Haskog One Finger. He's coming to give you a bonk on the head. Alright, Nicky.
Luke, send me to battle. Get up.
Charge on into the sump pit. We'll take this victory on, excuse me, my river trolls. Right then, nasty rift in the middle of here. Cool. So we've got archers mostly on, they're overloading it on one side here. That's fair. We'll set up our artillery on the hill. Big Rocky Boy. We'll grab the Savage Orcs I care the least about. Do they have more armor than the big uns? No, they're exactly identical, so we'll want the Normie boys to be the ones getting hit. We'll have the Flubbas on the flanks. I don't want to be getting shot at immediately. We want the elves to have to move around. Let's grab group. Grab these guys here. Let's do the Savage Orcs first. They can move up the side of this small gully here, while our speedy cavalry move around the outside. The other cavalry move up this side. Our trolls kind of back. I do want the sneaky trolls in on this side, so that way they are actually dropping off that debuff. Cannot wait until you're on a wyvern as well. We'll have you go up the smaller choke point here. Show no fear. Have team of the clubs in front. I want to see how much damage they take. Hopefully it's not too much. Scoot them on apart. Alright, everyone is in groups except for, well, these guys are too. They just need to be added to said group. We can probably leave a few of these guys back. They're more or less our reinforcements. Alright, we'll put them back in group 1, and then we'll get this battle going. Switch these groups up. Let me. The sheer audacity. Do we need these groups? Absolutely not. It's for my own weirdness. Battle begin. Start launching rocks at that second group of archers, push everyone else up forward. You two move up together. Let's have you boys dive into battle. Big rocks moving in to throw some nonsense down. Let's make sure you are out front. I'm curious to see how accurate our enemies are going to be. Pull up on the side. We want you guys to go around our troops, but I don't think it's going to work out like that. Getting set up in a pretty good defensive formation. Pull back just a smidge. Here's the first blanket of arrows. Not bad. Not too bad either, though. He turn and run. Here comes Icky. Ooh, a nice hit from the rock. Go ahead and disrupt this other group of archers as well. Just keep all of them fleeing. You two boys smash in here. crush them. Alright, now it's time to send everyone else in. Run them down. Another rock comes flying. Let's go ahead and hit this unit of archers here. More armor piercing. Just crushing them. Get some slow-mo shots. Since we are in a battle we absolutely shouldn't have to be fighting. Own axes work just as well as any other. That is a gnarly weapon there. It's just some shards gonna tape together. You're supposed to dodge those. Don't let them poke you with those spears. But there's a second one. I didn't even feel that one. Just an absolute swarm of orcs moving on in now. DDD attack. It is super effective. Our lord's taking a fair bit of damage being stuck in with a bunch of spearmen. It's fair enough. Let's go ahead and get him away from the spearmen. We should have charged the cavalry over sooner. And in come the reinforcements. Do we need them? Absolutely not. The green tide comes for thee. No, sorry, bean poles, we need a snack. Yeah, that's unfortunate, that is. Victory. Alright, only 6 lost in the fighting, as it should be. Perfect. Mork's chosen. Mork's chosen. We dedicated this one to Gork. These guys can get lost. Ooh, loot and occupy for 22% replenishment. Don't think we need it. We're just gonna go ahead and sack the settlement.
We do not fear death.
Fair enough. We'll be back to deliver then. What we're gonna do is turn around and go hit Karakazul again. We're gonna switch into the raiding camp, see how far up we can move.
Time off.
Plan with Icky is just to cause as much damage to the High Elves as we can and try to convince them that they need to defend. They are already fighting against Drazawith. Kind of every time we sack one of these settlements, it's going to make Drazawith like us a bit more. We do need to get one of our heroes out and exploring that portion of the map, though. Which we kind of do, but I figured he would be close enough to see them by now. Keep scooting on over. Figure out what's happening over here. Looks like rats have taken over a lot of land. Oh, and Grimgor. Has Grimgor defeated the Chaos Dwarfs? Uh-oh. Yeah, he might have defeated it, or they also could have just pieced out due to having no choice, but seeing Grimgor down here is very concerning. And I really wanted to team up with the Chaos Dwarfs. Shoot, Grimgor. Guess that means he's probably made an alliance with Kolek then, which is very, very scary for the rest of the world. I'm gonna go ahead and throw in some raiding stashes here at Spike Peak 2. It is on the edge of our territory, so if you start here, you can zoom and raid very far. That'll work. Okay, sweet. And after pushing off the oppression that would be Kimry, we actually gained all of the units that we were recruiting. So that went even better than it could have expected. Greg, it is time to make you the mentor to your people.
Now's the time.
Teach them the ways of the bonk. Grognok, final point in the scouting, and then we're going to go for the, I think, increased Fist of Fork here.
I'll crush them
We would have
all.
been a bit more savvy with our spells there and less like Harry Potter in his first movie, floating around watching the Quidditch match. Ooh, that's too nerdy for me. Never again. So, Greg, to fix what we have done, let's go ahead and, we can't explore very far. Just raiding our own lands steals gold from the wrong people.
Start the wall.
Alright. All we have to do to claim back Badlands is head down to Stormhenge, which is at least a little ways down the coast here. So there should be lots of, hopefully some pushback from Settra, unless he has left his own kingdom completely undefended. We shall soon see.
I'm special.
Let's prove how special you are. All the way to the end of Dokraz. gold boxes, and then, man, I don't want to... You know what? Matorka's in kind of a dangerous spot. We know the Skaven are going to keep ping-ponging around. I'm not as worried about them, simply because we can kind of turn around and deal with them in a second. We can't have the Wood Elves building any kind of stronghold here. Alright, Wurzzag through the underway. Let's see if Imric chooses to intercept you. He knows better. Wurzzag actually got himself a proper army this time. Normally, we just get garbage. So Valia's Sorrow as well. We're going to go ahead and throw in the Raiden stashes. Pretty much everywhere we can get the Raiden stashes, we're going to go ahead and do so. Faction-wide post-battle loot, 3%. Those add up so quickly.
Fine.
I think I'm going to grab you, the final point into... Actually, we'll grab Earthing first, so you're not having those spells blow up in your face as often.
What you want?
So Grakni will give the point into Choppas. 123 weapon strength. It's not bad at all. I think we'll go for the Scarred Veteran. So we can have a bit more staying power than others. Okay. I am going to not upgrade the Dragonhorn Mines. We'll just wait so we can get 12 turns. Can't hurt. Zugrak, you come on in, and I actually think I want to give you... Savage Giant? He almost... Oh, this one actually, the full giant has 1,000. So why would you go for the Savage one? He has a lot more melee attack. That I can respect. That is a fair reason. I don't want to take the AP Clooney's too far away, though. I'm really not keen on using the Night Goblins in this army. Let's grab a Savage Giant. And then come on in and grab a couple more normal Orc Boys. Let's go for Savage Boys with the Pagan Clubs. Grab 2 of those guys.
This is my land.
And then we'll probably have to stop recruiting at all costs, otherwise we're going to be way too in the negative. In fact, actually, I'm going to come back in here. Well, I don't think we double our deficit by then. We'll soon see, though. I'm actually probably going to get rid of... No, we want the Savage Giant. We need kind of a linchpin in Zograk's army. He already doesn't have as many as the others. Alright then. Saving these 2 buildings, the provinces, and then we'll skip on through. And in the turn, see what Imric's up to. I bet you he flees. Oh no, he's going to attack the settlement. He's going to try to quickly, probably sack the settlement and run. Fair enough. We've defended Black Crag before, we shall do so again, and we even have Samu Shabdi to help out. That's going to be lovely. We just want to keep them well away from Imric. And battle begin. Of course, we absolutely don't want to be arrogant here. Let's start deployment. Where is Imric? He's got 2 eagles, and his lord, his noble Gilgalion is also on an eagle. That does cause some issues, but I actually don't think eagles win in a fight with Biggins. Do I want to commit Biggins over here to face the eagles? That's less. We'll figure that out in a moment. Normal boys. Error boys. We even have some actual Skelly archers. Should do pretty well. We're going to set them up on top up here. They can kind of fire their arrows down. Making the best firing arc here. They can't get any closer, but that'll allow them to at least clip some of the wall here. Hopefully not have any of their shots obstructed by terrain. Let's grab some of the goblin archers because they're very expendable. Set them up here. All 3 of these towers are now active. And then we've got biggins on the side, so let's grab all of our biggins so I know where they're at. I think it's a good idea to keep the Ushabti on this side, defending. Ushabti and trolls both. So we can have the biggins actually up on the walls and they're in there. Let's do the savage boys here. I do actually think we want both teams, surprisingly enough. We can kind of blanket these silver and garden arrows. Right. Savage boys actually will reflect more of the enemy fire than the others. Grab all the archers, put them in guard mode. The biggins, our Nehekara warriors, are actually going to be pretty solid. I am going to set up the orc arrow boys. That was cool. Set them up here. Oh, I was going to say we can get them to fire off to the side. We're not going to be able to get that deployment again, are we? I think they were defending the entire length of the wall for a moment. Let's set them up here. I want used on that one. So do we want normal orcs or biggins? Biggins can at least fight back against the eagles. So we'll set them up backwards. And we'll have just a group of normal savage boys as well. No matter what, whoever's on the wall here is going to get taken out. That's just part of the way. Set these other arrow boys up on the hill, though. They're likely to get jumped by Imric as well. Have them surrounded in biggins. We have a fallback point. The deployment here is the most important part. We'll grab some more of these savage biggins. Shove them on in here. They'll be great against the War Lions of Trace. They'll also get savaged by the War Lions of Trace. We'll have to keep that in mind.
Here we go.
Boys all around for reinforcements. Emmerich is going to be an issue, but as long as we can kind of keep him bogged down on the walls, frolicking in orc boys, I think we're in a good place. Let's have these Nehekara warriors have some pretty good weapon strength. Let's have them on the walls. The issue is they've got some weakness to fire. We'll just have normal boys. We'll have them backwards. Right. Orc boys here. Savage orcs here, since they're not the ones getting shot at by the arrows. There. A whole bunch of moving everyone around. I say we're good to go. Let's get the towers set up next. So I am going to go for the... I don't know if that one is going to be able to shoot at anyone. Get a tower here. And a tier 1 tower over here. Just to blanket the area and fire. Alright then. Let it begin. And so things begin. We can start the fort tower by, I think we want it to tear down the White Lions. These go after the Dragon Princes.
Here we go.
If you want to pull these guys on back, looks like they are going to choose to go the other way, so pull back, Nehekara warriors down to defend. Biggins turn to fight. Actually should go better than we initially could have hoped for. War Lions of Tracers hanging out up front. They're going to get all shot at. Make sure you guys are going after the archers instead of the others. Have you boys take down... This one's the most wounded, so go after this one. Granok chariots need wounding. Perfect. Go for some Gaze of Mork. Emmerich is just going to heal, so let's blast him at the Dragon Princess if we can. Maybe not even the Dragon Princess, we can go for the archers. Biggins are dealing with the orcs on the wall, or the eagles on the wall. No problem. Exactly what we needed. Kill it before it leaves. blanketing some fire down on those spearmen, which is awesome. And got to escape, that's fine. Set up. Just let them start charging on over. We'll have the normal Savage Orcs set up, and the Biggins can rush over and surround the Noble. Spell casting. That's fair, let them do some fair damage. Those Dragon Princes have nearly been taken down to 0, though. Love to see it. Can we go for another Brain Burst? Is Brain Burst a reach? Oh, it can. Wait until these Tracian boys, or can we blast them off the tops of the walls? Alright, Imric has decided to lend his might to the fray. Let's go for the Brain Burster right there. How much damage we get? Not much, but it does blast the guys around, which is fairly amusing. Now it looks like the Biggins are getting terrified now that Imric's here. We have dealt with the Eagles, though. Oh, I thought we dealt with the Eagles. No. No, we did not. Get fire down on this. Actually, instead of going for the Spearmen, let's go ahead and go after those White Lions, because the Spearmen are not going to be that much of an issue once they do actually hit the field. 1,500 for the tower. Let's keep rebuilding. I should have pulled these guys off the wall. That was entirely my fault. In fact, we're going to choose to bring everyone back, as I did lose the walls there like a fool. Our archers up top. The Nehekara archers deal with the lightly armored enemy archers. You boys dive in on those war lions. In fact, we will go ahead and turn the others around. Let them start fighting. Once again, the eagle turns and runs. We aren't too terribly surprised by this. They'll capture that zone very fast. Let's go ahead and wait for another tower option. I think we want almost to the next tier. Bring more boys down and around. We are going to definitely need the reinforcements. Brain burst on all of these lads. They rush on in. Go for the laser beam breath. Haze of Mork is just not going to do enough damage, so let's go ahead and try to hit the Tyrannok chariots. Goes off, let's go ahead and flee. Or it can pretty well choose to just go ahead and deal with our lord. You boys surround. Try to get him pulled away from Imric. Don't think it's going to work out like that, though. I'm going to go ahead and upgrade this one to the catapult tower. We've almost dealt with one of their lords there. For the hero, the noble. That dragon prince is about to come through. That is. Let's have them rush down these archers then while they can. We'll back up the hill. Keep damage on Imric. You should not really be fighting. On the other end, we've done a fair bit of damage. And the Nehekara archers start dealing with the spearmen. But they're getting run up on. Pull the Gabos down. We'll have the Nehekara archers move here in just a moment. Another tier 1 tower up there, and actually you guys come over and help out. Imric is an absolute issue. Go for the Gaze of Mork on him. You guys rush on down the hill. Go after those White Lions of Trace. Dragon Princes are an issue. You guys go ahead and bog them down for a moment. Rush in on Imric while he is distracted. The Hekar Archer's turn. Alright, since you boys should actually be able to pull away from that, let's go ahead and run. Just enough mass, too. I'm going to leave the Hekar Archers here. He's fleeing in terror. Go ahead and bring more to bear against Imric there. Everything you can. He may elect to just take down that tower. We will soon see.
Alright. Boys.
Rush down the White Lions. The other unit is not nearly as terrifying.
Choppers out. Takes on me.
Imric is near full health, so let's go ahead and ignore him.
The war is here. Run, boys.
Yeah, as I said early on, we're going to ignore him. Immediately forgot. The archer's back a bit further, and we'll let these guys charge in.
Slaughter.
Pull the boys from the Hekara back. Cabos, stay for a moment. Even with their anti-large, they are not going to survive a charge from the Ushabti. Interesting, we told the archers to move in to fire. I bet they must have told them to fire at the other archer group instead. Keep retreating. In fact, go stand in the trap if you can. If we could take him down to army losses, that is fine by me. White Lions versus Nehekar is almost finest. There's no chance we managed to take down Imric, so move up, start firing on his boys. You should be shooting at the White Lions. And on this next group of archers next. If they choose to charge down the other groups, we should be able to deal with them no problem. Push through the meager archers, or the spearmen that are in your others, silver in guard. Fair enough. Some gobbo arrows wedged in their backs. He's doing his best to chase off all of our lads. The White Lions are going down, though. And we don't have many lads left fighting still, so we really need to hope. I should have tried to draw these guys up the hill a bit more. Or Orky aggression got the better of us.
Boys.
Those archers are getting well chased off. Ushabti, come on outside to deal with this other group before you lose your leadership. Those archers have been clubbing.
The war is here. What's it want?
Huh.
Boys.
So some of the Silver and Guard are outside. It's causing that to have some issues. White Lions are gone. Surround to destroy the Spearmen now. Please, please, while you can. Gotta ignore Imric. Go for the Dragon Princes.
Boys.
Awesome. Silver and Guard, but it's only like a couple of them. I'm thinking our Ushabti should be able to handle it. Pull back. That way we can get another charge.
This is it.
Those archers should not be coming back. Let's not waste arrows on Imric. He's going after the towers now. Not get rear charged either by White Lions.
Your calls.
Split up a little bit here. Oh no, I don't think we're going to be able to do it. I think just because of leadership. Oh, Imric, you lucky dog. Let's see if he raises the settlement. we do suffer defeat, but Imric's army is absolutely crippled. Only one of the units of Dragon Princes managed to survive. Most of everyone else is down to almost 0. Let's see what he chooses to do. I'm guessing he sacks and runs. Hey, look at that. Clan Scryer goes after Matorka. They're just systematically taking down our settlements that are undefended now. Jumped across the river.
I has already heard your words, but speak 'em anyways.
Well, hello, Wurzzag. Non-aggression pact for 1,000? Can do. That crag was sacked. And how far away did he get? All... Are you joking? Okay. He stole 6,000 with him on his way out. Fair enough.
Start the wall.
In that case, we're going to go ahead and take Karak Azul from you. Should lose almost nothing in the fighting. And then we shall occupy as is. Karak Azul, we did sack last turn, so it got kind of smashed.
What you want?
That's just fine. All eyes are on Imric until we get revenge. Let's go ahead and make sure our gold we're getting is plenty. Do we have all the buffs we can get? Actually, then go for get back here and start making our lads even harder.
That is beneath me.
You're an absolute nuisance, buddy. Rushed in and sacked our best settlement.
All right, then.
I don't even think we can catch up to him. Wurzzag just doesn't have even half the movement.
Who needs stabbing?
Interesting.
Alright,
Alright, Wurzzag, we really need you to chase Imric before he can get more Dragon Princes, and even if he does have them, you should be the one to deal the final blow. Fred, we'll have you come on in and take down Grunty Mingle. Should be an easy ask. We can't afford the Savage Giant anymore, so we are going to go ahead and just start moving on Galbaraz.
Now's the time.
Let's go this direction. We can raid the whole way. Alright. One more turn before Stranger Danger kicks off, and I think instead, I'm actually going to grab the Sharper Stabbas. Weapon strength and melee attack for all of our goblins. Just get a few of the scrap upgrades. Let's say that. We really don't need that one. Let's grab toothy weapons. We get bigger and better bosses and lads. 5 extra recruit rank for all our lords sounds amazing. There's an enormous loot card over here. Enormous loot card it is, even if we don't have any artillery. We can't do any more building. Rachnik, can you go ahead and move in to punish the tree elves? Let's do so. I'm thinking Barak Var is next on the Skaven's attack targets. That's not a fight. Get out of here. Get him out of here. We're gonna go ahead and occupy Stone Mine. Hala of Deliandra. What a flowy name you had there. Western Badlands is under our control once more, as it should be. And here for Wurzzag's campaign, I believe we are going to simply be going for the short victory objectives, which are simply to secure all of the Badlands provinces. We're down to the Southern Badlands. We have a whole bunch of early access coming soon, so I want to get some of these campaigns under wraps and out of the way, and we can get into some of the juicy new content. Wurzzag's been a good bit of fun here, but we have been really stalled kind of in the Badlands. We've gotten to fight several different pretty awesome armies from the different... all these different factions around here. It's been quite a bit of variance. We shall be ending this one with the short victory campaign and moving on to some delicious new content. Plus, we want to make sure that I can have plenty of time to show off all of the Shadows of Change DLC content, simply because it's got such contentious... It's got a lot of... people are very conflicted on the pricing, we shall say. So we want to make sure that you all can see everything there is to see early. That way you can make that decision yourself with all of the informed bit of information that you're able to grab. So with all of that dirtling and nonsense out of the way, let's continue on.
I have seen the future.
No one else really needs moving, but let's get Zogoth continuing to explore. I really want to know what happened to Chaos Dwarves.
Keep moving.
Are they gone? Oh man, they might be. Do you know how awful it's going to be to have to fight off all of these Skaven? Man. Well, this might be them here. This might be his final settlement. This is red, so perhaps. We can only hope. Seeing the Chorfs taken out by rats and Grimgor is, while fitting, you hate to see it. Such a majestic peoples. We'll go ahead and skip on through and end the turn.
Gork and Mork are coming. You here for the big fight?
Oh yeah, Scarsnick's here for the big fight. He wants us to join his fight against Reichland. No. Skarsnik is... Oh, we've encountered Tlaqua. It's time to start fighting against the lizard men. Imric got taken out by Skarsnik. Sacked Black Iron Mine and moved on, so I don't even get revenge. Thank you, Skarsnik, for taking my revengeance from me. Abo Gubbins. Yeah, Rictus has caused some problems out here in the Badlands, haven't they? But the Chorfs do exist. They are still alive. Lovely. Let's come over here to the Sentinels. It isn't actually cost any gold to scout. Discovered Rictus. Zalgoth has himself a Warboar.
The great wave flows.
But we've met the
the
Chorfs. It looks like they're about to be wiped out, though. I think the extra units we gave Grimgor was a bit too much. It's a tier 5 settlement, but man, that is a pathetic garrison. Crack a face smasher's probably gonna have no problems running them over. Poor Chorfs. He doesn't like us at all. Diversion 100. Fair enough. Well, Drazoith, if you're not with us, you're against us. And now that we lost Blackcrack, our best settlement is going to be Crack Asgal. Going for the encampment here is probably foolish. Let's see how much gold we can get. We can't actually make it. Ooh, the Black Iron Mine. We'll turn around to the Sump Pit then. Smash them. Ooh, we don't gain all that much gold. I am gonna sack it.
Are making a mistake.
Says who?
Safe, yes.
You says?
The great saber.
I don't agree. Wurzzag, we're gonna need to probably retreat with you down towards SETTRA'S squad down here. I think Imric shall be pushed back just by kind of the might of Icky alone. So we'll go into March, get moving back over towards SETTRA. Wolfherda, keep you in the raiding stance. Move a bit closer to Galbaraz, but let's just kind of scout the area as well. It looks like SETTRA'S squad is fleeing from Scarbrand. So we should have free reign then to surround Galbaraz. Oh, we can't quite reach, so we'll just go into the raiding camp. Fred can come on over to Grunty Mingle. Once you have the wall forces up and running, you are Boulder from Indiana Jones, but until then, we loot and occupy. There we go. Our income back under control, although we do have to deal with the rats across the way.
Me.
Rachnik. I actually think you can handle them no problem, even if they try something. So let's go for the final point in the Night Shroud here. I'm curious to see if we can make Rachnik unstoppable with the Night Shroud. Not unstoppable, but unspottable.
Tribes ready. Anything you say.
So we'll be underway. I like that the dwarves are coming out to face us again. And get real aggressive.
God wants me over there.
Sure does. Let's find us some Skaven. Take a loot cart, gives us more income from raiding. Let's go for the toothy weapons, and then we'll just kind of finish these on up to the scrap compactor. Oh, here's Vermis. Yeah, he's going after Ockendorf. They're just going to destroy all of our settlements on the edge here, so let's just not worry about upgrading them any further. He's just going to run from Rachnik. There shall be no staying and fighting. Final point is spread control.
Great profit.
Business. Sweet, sweet business. I think if anything, then we want to make sure Karak Osgal is looking good. We've got the big boss able to be recruited. Let's go ahead and grab one. Get another River Troll Hag as well, huh? That sounds great. Deceptive, determined, or aggressive. Wazhampa Blood Reaper or Nashtrak Blood Reaper. Let's grab the perceptive one that we can see a bit further when we grab magical items a bit more often.
What you want?
What you want. We'll also go ahead and upgrade the Tinkerer bench. Chuck in the pile of shiny stuff. I'm going to go ahead and delete the building here.
Boss?
Alright. No other gold to be spent. He's got as many units as he's going to get. No more for the wolf herder. Good. Theoretically. We should probably not, though. Pass out some skill points.
Send me to battle.
We'll surround Galbaraz and end the turn there. Smash him faster, biggest and strongest. Do you have any of your... You've got some of the cavalry now.
Now's the time.
Didn't actually help them out, though. Ardlads does work for everyone we need. Extra speed and perfect vigor for all of our cavalry. That sounds fantastic. You boys need to quickly get up and upgraded. One more point into spread control, so we're not having to deal
I'll
with
crush 'em all.
those rebellions nearly as often. And I think we want Dodgy Geezer for our shaman.
This is my land.
Grunty Mingle can have a pile of shiny stuff we can upgrade as well, or at least repair. Somtic is this a Necrotect? I don't think you have the ability to destroy buildings, do you? Oh, he certainly can. Okay, well I bet that's going to be his main goal for a while. Hopefully he is terrible at his job. We'll skip on through. Before we do, let's see. Get from corn. Let's see. Corn dogs we really need. We can also just go for some Sartosa militia. They can fire while moving. We gotta have them up front, just blasting away with their pistols. Quite amusing. I think actually some gun mob though. Bomber ones. To send in and annihilate the whole units of infantry. And turn. Go after Varenka Hills instead. Man, they are attacking all of our weakest settlements only.
I've heard it said that dead mouths tell no truths.
Especially ones that look like this. He has ended his non-aggression pact with us. You fool. Lost Varenka Hills and Jaw Punch as a Master Mason. Probably not with what anyone would want to actually build with, though. Some disgusting building materials. Toothy weapons, all you got to do is chop a dim squig teeth and strap on a few and an axe. Might lose a finger or two doing it, though. That doesn't sound great. More armor-piercing weapons for Black Orcs.
I'm special.
Let's do some quick damage up the coast. We'll go ahead and hit Orca first.
Underway.
Auto-resolve. Slaughter the rats. And we'll just keep moving. Occupy our old territory.
If you do stay.
You got lucky. The Rachnik wasn't here the first time. Be doing no upgrading there, but let's come on down south. I actually think that Zugrak can probably handle Galbaraz here this turn. And attack at the Raiden camp stance. Gives us a decisive victory, but we can't even initiate battle because we don't have anyone that can get through the walls. Probably should have grabbed those animated hulks then. extra leadership, we'll go ahead and grab a greenskins, battering ram, and some towers. And we'll continue the siege. That's not great. We need to make gold this turn, otherwise we are in trouble. There's not a lot of options to make some gold this turn. Interesting. Ooh, actually, we could probably claim the sump pit and then give it to Drazoith. Let's do so.
Choppers out.
Go ahead and give the auto-resolve a victory. Do some
You won't get a moment's peace.
sneaky work, although this will make us trespass on him, won't it?
Ready.
We'll get a moment's peace.
Boyz towers.
Yeah, well, we have to do something to figure out our income deficit before the next turn ends, or we're in serious trouble. For now, I'm going to be out of time for today. I have been a Space Wizard Total War. Remember to leave a like for the like god and a sub for the sub though. I'll see you on the next one.